Hey everybody, Don Alder here. This video is for acoustic guitar players looking to go on stage and don't have a mixer or anything special. They just have their guitar and a cable, and running into that problem when they have to plug it to something on stage, being at the mercy of what's at the actual venue. So here's a great little solution for you. It's from NUX. It's called a Floor Stageman Acoustic Preamp DI. So this little box right here. And I've got my headphones on for a reason, and I'll tell you that in a second. But right now, I'm running my guitar into this puppy, and then coming out of it and going into a Universal Audio Apollo Twin. But I've got any EQ, I'm just running it flat. So everything you're going to hear today is coming from this pedal directly into the recording system. Not using an amp or anything, but just a mic as well so you can hear me talking. Now, this box also has a DI out. So like I said, it's an acoustic preamp and a DI, so you're getting the best of both worlds. Because sometimes when you get to a gig, they just have a passive DI box, and this is not going to work well with your acoustic. The coloration might be horrible for you as to what happens to your signal. And if they have an active DI box, that's a step better, but you still don't have the ability to do all the things this little guy can, especially in terms of tonal shaping. So let's get down to it. I'm going to put this box down, and then we're going to run through all the different controls, and you'll be able to see it on the screen here somewhere. But I've actually got my headphones on, because I'm monitoring it right off this little box. Because on this side, it's actually got 3 ports out. It's got the DI port, and then it's got an auxiliary in, and then the headphone out. So really, what I could do is take my phone, plug it into here. If I had to practice to songs or just want to jam something, I can plug my phone in there and play along to tunes in my headphones and not bother the world with my epic guitar solos. Yeah, if only I knew some. So among saying that, let's now get down to it. All right. So let's first look at the actual how you turn this thing on. So I'm going to take off the chorus, which I had on that you heard in the intro there, and I'm going to take off the preamp. So if I was just to go bypassing the preamp, here's what I have. Okay, so let's look some of the tonal shaping. Right now I've got the bass up to about 2 o'clock, and then the mid to 2 o'clock, and then of course the treble to about 1, and that seems to sound good for me. But let's go flat, and we'll go through one control at a time so you can hear the range. So here's the bass. Here's the middle. Here's the highs or the treble. Start 0. So I'm going to go back to where I had my settings, which I kind of liked. There's a couple little switches here. One is to scoop the mids out. That you might get that more shimmering kind of acoustic sound, and the next button for as a notch filter, so you can actually use this pot to find the frequency to filter out. So I'm going to turn on the scoop. Let's hear this. So that's more natural sounding. We'll go back to the way I had it. had problems with a frequency feeding back, then you have the notch filter. So you turn it on, and then you would find the offending frequency and of course dial it out. But we don't have that right now, so we're taking it off. Ta-da! Back to there. Let's go back to that scoop and with that done, I can actually go into this pedal and say I want to add some reverb. Let's go to 50. So for the really slow things, go really wide, see what happens. If I push down the button once, a little green light comes on. So the red light means my preamp's on, and the green light means I've just added chorus. I say all in one little box. Let's go 50%. Maxed out. Let's go maxed out with the reverb. Okay, so crazy effects. Okay, so what we just had is tonal shaping, DI out, we got some effects, and it doesn't end there. Now what we can do is we can go into loop mode. And I've actually set something up already for looping around because I'm not a great looper, so I had to mess around with it. And I put down 3 loops. Now when you engage loop mode, you get 60 seconds of recording time. And then under the button it shows record, play, or dub by hitting the switch, and then pressing twice to stop. So your basic looper that you would see everywhere, I guess. And the interesting part about that is that when you go into loop mode, the reverb pot now becomes the looper level. So wherever you have your reverb set and you jump into loop mode, that's where it's going to remain. So I'll keep it down a little bit low where it's at, and now we will jump into loop mode, hitting both buttons down. And when you do that, you can see that the preamp, little preamp button is now green and it's flashing. That means I'm ready to record. So let's see if my loop actually did kept recorded. So I think there's 3 or 4. Now I told you the loop level is now the reverb pot, so I'm going to turn it up. Yeah, I know it's not such a great loop, but hey, just for an example. So there you have it. It's the NUX Floor Stageman Acoustic Preamp DI. Now this is the preamp that they're using in their Stageman 50. So you get this really, really great quality sound. And the box does a lot of things. Like I said, you get a DI, a really quality DI, with also a ground lift if you needed to, if you're running into humming, buzzing problems. And I just used the magnetic pickup here today, coming out, but it's got a little switch here for magnetic and as well as for piezo. So if you don't have a magnetic pickup, you got a piezo pickup, you just plug in and flip that switch up, and you know what? It's whatever sounds best, right? You just kind of go with the rules, and if the rules aren't working, you switch things around, and if it works better, hey, then you're rocking and rolling. So there you have it, and again, it's part of their Voodooga series, NUX, and I think you can get it on Amazon for about 150 bucks. Anything more I can tell you about this? I can stick it in my pocket. Hey, awesome. All right, there you go. Till next time, take care. I guess I better fade out now. Hey, the big fade out. Yeah, I should fade it out faster, that loop. Okay, well, it's my loop, so there you go. Okay, so take care, you guys, and hope you enjoyed that. And if you did like it, please subscribe, and please like us on Facebook at Don Alder fan page. Okay, take care, guys. Ciao.